I have my life. I can't stop my life because I'm married. The only thing is that I have to sacrifice some parts of my life
Yes.
that are extreme.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you.
Hello, ma'am. How are you doing? How is your day?
Fine.
Okay,
And you?
I'm good. I'm okay. So, how has your day been? How has everything been so far for
Oh,
you?
we thank God for today. At
Okay.
least we are alive in the
Yes.
land of the living.
Amen. Please introduce yourself, your name, and what we're going to be talking about today.
Oh, yes. Mrs. Bridget Kachi,
Okay.
a retired civil servant.
Okay.
So, the topic today is marriages can still work.
Yes.
Marriages, in as much as we all know that it's not bed of roses,
Yes.
but it still works.
Yes.
And it will take the people involved for it to work.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So the first thing I wanted to say is, what do you think has changed marriage since
Yes.
from that time till now, waiting now as married people?
Yeah, a lot of things, especially technology.
Okay.
You see, because and the education though. With education, we now know a lot. We know a lot of things. We read up a lot of things,
Yes.
things that are feasible and things that are not. But so many of us, we now believe it happens. Secondly, before this time, when a lady is ripe to get into marriage, she is sent to somewhere to be trained. And you send the lady to an experienced human being, a woman. Then the woman will now teach these ladies how to serve in the home, how to make things work,
Yes.
how to love the husband.
Yes.
You see, they will tell you love is the bedrock of marriage. I agree with that. But when you have a spouse that is your friend, it will help the marriage to work.
Yes. I
Yes.
believe that, because if you don't marry someone that you're compatible with, someone you understand a bit, I think it will be very difficult to stay with
Yes.
that person.
Yeah, but sometimes when you talk about compatibility,
Yes.
um, coming from different homes, values will differ too.
Yes.
So, but it will take both of them to commit, much commitment
Yes.
to make sure that when the woman imports her values to a home,
Yes.
he will try to blend it with the man's values.
Yes.
It must not be the woman's way all the time.
That is true.
Good. So both of them must agree. Because
Yes.
for them to even come together, they've already agreed to be together.
Yeah.
Even in matchmaking, even betrothal,
Yes.
when somebody is a child and you say this will be the husband, when she grows, she must, fall in line,
Yes.
agree.
With his
They will agree
ideology.
with ideology, with values, with customs.
Yeah.
That is it.
Okay.
So,
That's wonderful. Okay. So my last question would be, how can our generation stay happy in marriage today?
how can
Without
it will take an individual, it will take the person in question
yes.
to agree to shed certain things, certain attitudes. You Gen Z,
Yes.
in quotes. When you see old mothers or old marriages, you feel that they are old school, they don't know what they are doing. But you see their marriages working.
That's
So, when the young one goes into a home, the truth is that before you get into marriage, you have some expectations, you have some desires you want to get into when you
Your home.
yes. So, but when you get there, you see that all those things it's not real.
It's not realistic enough. It's true.
It's
Like
not
in this
reality.
time.
The situation is not. So when you get in, I plead with these Gen Z people. Don't say maybe because you are from a very rich home and you are getting to a middle class home that they must provide the things. No.
That you need.
Whatever you have in your father's home, leave it there. Come into the person you agree to work with, and you people will now try to blend
Yes.
to make the marriage
Will
work.
work. Okay. That's wonderful. So what would be your last advice to the Gen Z to like make marriage or believe that marriage can work rather?
It can work. One thing I will plead with them is do not compare yourself with another person. No one system works in different homes because the characters involved are not same. So when you get in, try to make your home work for you.
I don't know if you've been seeing the domestic violence. Just stay with someone 6 months and you're saying, I want to divorce. So, what do you think about that in this period? Like, no patience.
Okay, here's what I have to say. Marriage is better appreciated from foundation.
Okay.
Once the foundation is faulty, it becomes a problem.
Okay. The foundation.
The foundation is what matters.
Okay. Like the foundation, is it like,
you?
okay. Okay.
Who are you? What are your values?
Yeah.
What do you love? Where do you see yourself?
Yeah.
What is your vision? What do you want out of marriage?
Yes, as an individual, then with your partner.
Do you understand?
Yes.
If you know who you are, your values, your vision, and your mission, it will help, it will inform who you even date. Now, I can't be a woman who wants to raise a responsible family and I'm dating an irresponsible man just because he is cute, he is rich, and he is highly placed in the society. They don't go together. I can find a man who is rich.
That is true.
But responsible.
That is true.
So the choices we make when the pre-marriage choices affect what we get in marriage. In most cases, that doesn't work that way. When the foundation is right, in fact, it is because the foundation is right that when she is straying or he is straying, you can say, babe, that's not part of the plan.
Okay, so coming down to another question, I was thinking about it and I said, what do you think the marriage of those days, has done to make people believe that marriage can't really work? Because in those days there were things that women tolerated that now nobody dares tolerate that anymore, except maybe if they met as teenagers. The case of IVD and his wife, they met as teenagers. I'm hearing that she even gave him his school fees.
I want to look at marriage of the past or olden days. I don't know how to qualify it as good and not so good, right? Good because they have what we don't have today: tolerance, maturity, and understanding. They do have that. When you see older couples and young people with old souls, you could be tempted to say, oh my God, they don't fight.
No. No.
They do fight.
Story time.
What they have is forgiveness.
Yes.
Understanding. You understand that, oh my God, my wife is so messy. Like she is a whole mess. But I just love that woman. She completes me.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Story time. That's true. I never knew parents quarrel.
Oh my God.
SS2. I think I've told you this.
Oh,
Our CRS
there are some parents that have civilized quarrel. They don't do it in front
yes.
of the kids. And there are some that are like, excuse me.
The
oh my
rolling.
God. And there are some that are very verbal. Go to hell, please. you're mad, you're stupid, you're foolish, and all that.
Mm.
Please don't fall for that. When you
No.
hear them say you're foolish, you're mad, next minute, it's not like
Someone
I
is.
care, but
But
here's ice cream for you.
mm.
And he takes the ice cream.
Thank you anyway.
Thank you. If for any reason, God forbid, I bind and cast,
Amen.
he hits me,
Yes.
I'm not leaving immediately.
Okay.
First of all, it's unthinkable, it's unimaginable. Something has to be wrong with you.
Yes.
The
Because
man
all
I
the
have
years
known
you've
all,
not. Yeah, yeah.
do you
Something
understand?
happened. Yes.
Something, so no, I'm
It could
not
be a
leaving.
friend. It could
I
be
want
someone
to
he
know what the
met.
problem
Yes.
is.
It could be someone he met that.
Not
said,
even someone he
how did you
met.
take
I
that?
want to be sure that he is okay up here.
Okay.
Are you depressed or something? Because I have lived with you for 10 years, 15, and you haven't done this, and all of a sudden
One
you're
day.
doing this. I want to understand why it is happening.
Yeah. What happened? Something triggered him.
Do you understand? And then it's now left for me to know what to do next.
Yes.
Maybe next time you beat me, honey, no, we can't continue this way.
Yes.
And I'm dropping my strict this terms and conditions for you. And depending on individuals, I mean, it could be a deal breaker for you.
Yes.
If you walk out on that note, I don't blame you.
Mm.
Okay, but I'm saying that other minor things that we can ignore,
Yes. Yeah.
there are some people that tell you, he told me he doesn't want me to belong to this association and
Yeah.
belong to that association.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when you met him, was he always the possessive type? And you're like, yes. I'm like, and you
stayed with him, though.
do you understand? So if you chose to stay with him knowing that he's possessive, why do you want to be in that association? This has always been his style.
True.
Do you understand?
Yes.
It's either you peacefully and lovingly convince him to let you belong to that association because you know he has always been like that.
True.
Why would you want to divorce him in the final minute?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're getting
I
where
get
I'm
what
coming
you're
from.
saying.
So my point is, if it's not a life-threatening matter,
Yeah.
why are you divorcing him? Where a woman once told me that when she got married to her husband, he wasn't attending church services,
Okay.
and she happens to be a religious person. She is an ardent follower of Christ.
Okay.
So, but I was wondering how an ardent
How did
follower
she?
of Christ
Yes.
married a man who doesn't go to church.
You have no idea.
It's one of those faulty foundations.
Yes.
But anyway, she said that her patience paid. That every time she would meet the guy, she would say, it's a Sunday service. Are we going to church? It's like, nah, I have a lot to do, office work and all that. She was like, okay, no problem. I'll just take the kids and go. And she would take the kids and go. And she told me there was something she did. That if she has to win him, she has to show him the superiority of her reason. Do you understand? She has to be a better person. The man has to watch the children be better people and ask himself.
Physically, he's seeing Christ.
Do you
That's
understand?
what she means.
As I'm talking
Oh my
to
God,
you
you're
today,
melting his emotions. You
the
don't know.
man goes to church more than the woman.
That's life. That's life.
So she said sometimes she wakes up, she's so tired to go to
He's
church.
the one strengthening her now.
Girl, you made me go to church.
You
Get
better.
yourself up there and head to the church. What's that? And she's like, I taught you how to go to church.
How do I put it? There's some people that carry marriage on their head.
Yeah.
They don't have a funky side. They don't have a funny side. And my mom used to say they had aunties in those days who were like that. And they had aunties who were free. And, she learned a lot from those other aunties who were free. Like, you're married, yes, but like, you have your life too, right? You don't like carry marriage like, oh, I'm married, hey. You start aging fast. It touches me. I think that's one of the things I would not lie to you here. It frightens me to get married. Like, I see some women. I'm like, hey, God, I don't want to be like this. What do you think causes that thing?
Okay, so I always refer to foundation. If you're not with the person who lets you be you, then you're in trouble.
Pretense all the way.
Do you understand? You're in trouble. Again, it also tells the value you have in yourself. I always see myself as an individual with potentials, with vision, going somewhere to happen. So he's a man with vision and he's going somewhere to happen. The thing is, it must align. Okay, it must align. Okay, so you're moving in this direction, I'm moving in this direction. The common thing is that we're moving,
Yeah.
and we're moving in similar direction.
Yes.
Do you understand?
I get it.
I can't give my life like my I can't shut down my life because I'm married.
Yes.
No. I have my girls, right?
Yeah.
My girls, my friends. I
Yes.
have my business.
Mm.
I have my life. I can't stop my life because I'm married. The only thing is that I have to sacrifice some parts of my life
Yes.
that are extreme.
Yeah. Yeah.
For instance, if it's not the very outgoing person, and I'm very, very outgoing,
Social.
I will have to cut down how outgoing I am.
Yeah.
Because you see, he comes first.
Mm.
If there are things that tick him off, places I go that will tick him off,
Mm.
and I'm crazy about going to that place, I'm so sorry, honey, you have to cut it off.
Yeah.
It's marriage. And if there are things he does that keep me on my toes, I'm skeptical about it, he has to cut it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
There are people that are very paranoid. He goes to work, he's sleeping with girls.
Oh.
He answers a call, he's sleeping with girls.
Yes.
Most times, the reasons are founded. And you saw that from the foundation.
Yeah. From the dating stage.
Why did you not cut it off? A man you cannot spend a second with without him, mopping at another person.
Yes.
And you think that when you get married, he will not look out. Of course he will. But you see, if maybe because you people got married along the line, he started doing things he doesn't do, I can understand that you're like, since when did you start looking at girls when we're together?
Yeah. Like
And
what
you
happened?
see him, he could even tell a little lie. Actually, it's not like I was looking at her, I just noticed that this side of my eye itches, and so I had to, he respects you. Do you understand? So what I believe is the foundation has to be right.
Okay.
When you're dating a man that understands that, look, I love you, but I have my life.
Yeah.
I still have to go to this place. I still have to do this. But the promise I'm making you is that you must come first. I must carry you along.
Yes.
And you must be in support of what I'm
The
doing.
decisions.
If it doesn't support your vision,
Yeah.
you will suffer. Teamwork is beautiful.
Yeah.
It simplifies
It's the
it.
dream work.
Sometimes you want to do something, you don't even know how to do it. You share it with him.
And the idea
And he tells
comes.
you, so girl, how much are you paying for this tip? You're like, please. And it's like, okay, we're going to do it this way. Hold on a second. I have a friend who does this. Let me call my friend. It's been simplified.
Yeah.
This is something you would have paid for, but you're riding on his connection and you're riding on his ideas.
Same thing if it comes to you for something.
Same thing if it comes to you. You need to understand that marriage has its good sides and bad sides. But when the bad side supersedes the good side, there is an abuse somewhere. Okay? And you need to make room for mistake.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you expect this from the love of your life and it doesn't happen. It's
Yes.
okay to get disappointed, but don't
Yes.
take it so long. I've noticed that unforgiveness kills marriage. I've noticed that an intolerance. Oh, I've got this zero tolerance.
Even
For,
the way I see you and your husband relate, sometimes I'm like, how do you people manage each other? Like, he's so calm. He makes his points clear. Yes, I've talked to him before. He's very clear. He's very direct. He knows how to say things, and you calm down. But like, he's so calm. How do you? Sometimes I even tease him. I'm like, how do you even manage being around such a hyper? He was like, it's just
okay, so
she's just
girl,
who she is.
girl,
You can't change
let me
anybody.
tell
can't-
you about people like that. Is she a quiet person? Is he a quiet person? Yes. Is he gentle? Yes. But when he's in his comfort zone with me,
Yes, he's his bubbly self again.
honey, he talks more than I do. Okay?
Yes.
That's how
That's
it
what
works.
marriage does to
Oh,
people.
very
Yes.
those kind of people. When you see them in their comfort zone, he's acting, he's dramatizing, I'm like, I thought they said you're quiet and gentle. Who is doing more talking now?
He's comfortable with you
So when they are in their comfortable zone,
and he trusts you.
yeah, and for God's sake, and I go wacko sometimes when we are not. I am so like, I'm like, how the hell did I end here? And he's like, oh my God. You should look at yourself. Like you look like that Wizard of Who's right now. That is what you look like with your eyes all open and Did you just say, how did I get here? Like, you want us to go back? You're single and you're another man who's not me. And I'm like, God, forgive me. God forbid. I just want this guy. I mean,
Mm.
no other person can deal with my craze and
Yes,
all that, you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
He talked to me like that one time before he moved, but I was like, that's really cool. He was now smiling. He was like, you yourself, you don't know, you might end up with a calm person too.
Oh yeah, but
No?
I think it
Because
just,
you're always hyper, you're always happy.
I mean,
So you need
if we're
someone.
both hyper,
No,
hyper,
no,
oh my
no.
God, we're going to have kids that are like, and then I believe in the power of intercourse. Do not underestimate it. Most families don't have that anymore. They don't. They
Those
don't.
intimate moments are
Mm-mm.
precious,
They don't.
memorable times.
It's so easy to hate on each other when that doesn't happen. But when that happens, it creates an avenue for you to talk. However, abuse is a no no for me.
Yeah,
When he abuses you, you
yeah.
know. Take a walk if you can.
Yes, and the ladies too that abuse, please.
Yeah, ladies that
Easy, oh,
abuse.
easy.
I'm watching you, girl.
Easy. All right, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time on another banking episode. So don't touch that dial. Like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to see this beautiful face, just write it in the
Oh,
comment section.
okay. So I run a business. It's called Love Zone.
Yeah.
So
by
if you
Didi.
have that loved one, say your husband, your best
Yeah, I'll
friend,
put all the
your
links below.
colleague,
Yeah.
your boss, anything,
Sure.
you know, that
And the names
anybody
too.
you love, and you want to reach out to the person and you
Yeah.
don't know how to talk to the person, just call me. Call me and I will package the message. What we do is we call the person and deliver the love message on your behalf.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's recorded so that you know what we have discussed with the person. We'll send you the recorded version and then you talk with the person. Usually we ask the person to get back to you. It's a very it's a romantic thing to do. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Yeah.
We're just uh less than a year and we
For
boast
people
of
of moving.
over 300 customers.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you're interested, I'm
Yeah.
just going to give you my business number. It's also our WhatsApp number
Really?
0902 862 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll put everything on the screen so that it's easy for them to just
Yeah,
action.
yeah, yeah.
Talk
Okay.
to solve everything. You know how we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, bye guys. Have fun. Have a blessed week. And we love you. Bye.